Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your October 2024 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. As soon as I saw that Five of Cups, I thought of Pluto in your 12th house. For whatever reason, kind of like that. Yeah, even the moon card, you could say. It won't be there for long. I mean, theoretically, let's just put it that way. Okay, let me... It's funny because I am putting this in a mode that's like actually closer up, and it still seems there's like some blurriness, but it is what it is. We'll learn to deal. The heart of the matter is the Five of Cups. This is a card of mourning the loss of something. So, I always look astrologically, what could be going on, what has been going on. Oh, okay. I'm just thinking about some of the, like for instance, we had a lunar eclipse and it was in your second house of earned income. Now, I honestly believe that for some of you, this may have been an increase in your income, but for some of you, something may have been eclipsed out that was financial in nature, something that you were earning, and you may have felt the sting of that. Even though it was for your highest good, it still can feel a little bit maybe disorienting, or I don't know, if something that you liked and it's a possession in some cases, it's like it's not that easy. And this may be relationship related, whatever it is. Even though you are an Aquarius and maybe you have a lot of detachment, to some degree, you're human and you might be feeling like longing for something that is no more. If you have lost somebody in your life, this is something that has already occurred. It's not something that's going to occur, but something that has occurred. In the past position, we have the Page of Cups. This is a card of, you see the person with the heart. This is a card that is connected to early stages of love. And it's also a card of sometimes being naive. So it might have been that you were dealing with someone and did not know that it wasn't really what you thought it was. So this is one of those things where, some Aquarian sun signs have Venus and Pisces, and this may be the story of your life where you fall in love with the wrong person on a regular basis. So really what it could be saying is that all of your your patterns are really going to show you what is true and what isn't true, because it's kind of like if someone believes a con artist who tells them that they can make all this money really quickly, it's not really blaming the victim to kind of go, well, yeah, but didn't you wonder like if it was too good to be true and things like that. It's really something that a lot of times you look back and you say, that was really a lack of judgment on my part. And believe it or not, it can help with any kind of loss or grief, because you realize that you have more control over your choices than you think. And it makes it easier for you to choose things that are good for you. because you know that sometimes things are bright and shiny objects and they may be, not what they appear to be. The higher message is the Three of Cups. This is a card of friendship. It may be, Aquarius rules the house of friendships. It's interesting that this deck has kind of like a lilac background, because that is a color that is associated with Aquarius. If I'm not mistaken, the birthstone is like amethyst or something for Aquarius. And it's really about, taking comfort in your friends. If you feel disillusionment, actually the Five of Cups can be disillusionment. So it's not necessarily always like losing somebody in your life, but it could be that something that you had hoped for doesn't come to pass. And that makes you feel a little bit jaded, but it doesn't have to, because you can maybe you just need to tweak something and it will still work. Do some adjustments or something. What crosses you is the Nine of Cups, which is a card of wish fulfillment. So this particular card, even if it's crossing you, isn't necessarily that, much of a negative thing. It could be that it's too much of a good thing. It's too much. It was excessive. You were maybe, or even somebody's ideas were excessive. They were expecting too much too soon, and then it didn't work at all. I remember one time that I was dealing with, I used to go to this cafe, and it wasn't too long after the cafe opened that the co-owner told me that they had opened another one. And the long and short of it is that other place didn't succeed, and then because of the financial issues, that dragged them down with their initial place, and then they ended up losing that one too, or letting go of that one. When you expand too quickly, that can create problems. Being expansive is great, but it has to be on its own timeline. And maybe you're biting off more than you can chew about something. Or maybe if it's a relationship, you were doing too much too soon and it burnt out. What's coming in is the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of intuition, of getting in touch with your higher self, your creativity. This is a card in astrology that rules Cancer, and in the tarot is connected to Pisces. Now, I think I was mentioning that lunar eclipse that had taken place in your second house, that might also be talking about the reverberations of that. So it could be like a timing card that you're going to see the results of whatever that eclipse meant to your house of finances. But what I think that means is that could actually be a good thing, because it could indicate that you're going to experience something of benefit after an initial sense of loss. In relationship matters, it could be that you are meeting somebody. It's funny because the Chariot is about is connected to Cancer, and I said that's in astrology. It's ruled, Moon is ruled by Cancer. So I remember one time I said Cancer and Aquarius, that's such an oddball couple, and somebody wrote to me and said, no, they've been together for many years. So apparently it works for some people. So maybe it is a Cancer person. But it might be also that you're getting involved in your creativity, and you're not going to put it on the shelf anymore. Maybe you've been trying so hard to be left-brained, and doing all the things. I think Aquarians can definitely be like that. But if you're somebody who's creative, you have this other part of yourself that, if you neglect it, obviously it's going to be like you're not really engaging both sides of yourself. The outcome is the Chariot. This can be a card of victory. It could be a card of travel, even getting a new vehicle of some sort. But the horses of duality, the black and white horses, may be kind of causing you to go from one side to the other and not, kind of forge that middle path where you're not looking at life in that dualistic way. You're really seeing, like, what I mean by that is with the Five of Cups, something could be happening that feels like it's totally bad, like it's a loss. But if you see it, if you can find anything positive in it, you will begin to see that it was done by design, that it was done for your highest good. And you won't be, mourning it anymore. Not that it's not okay to mourn the loss of something, but, if somebody identifies with loss, the problem is that they can see it wherever they go. And the whole idea is not to regard such things, is to see, they have this phrase, in the New Age community, it's happening for me, not to me. And, that's clever. I don't want to just say it like, oh, wow, isn't this profound? But yeah, I mean, it's true. It's kind of flipping the script. So yeah, this might even be a timing card, the time of the full moon in Cancer for you. And that would be in your 6th house of work, health, work, when you see the results of whatever it is that you're putting into motion. Actually, it would be more like what you have put into motion, during the period of July. We had the blue moon in Capricorn. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.